Hello guys, welcome to Tech Kizak's channel, and in today's episode we're gonna learn the following topics, and you can find the timestamp in the description box. So let's start. Hello guys, today we're gonna learn about coroutine priming with yield and send in Python. So normally we have a generator and generator yields value out, but with send you can send a value into generator, turning it into a coroutine that can both receive and yield data. So let's do a basic generator refresh first. So we define a simple generator which will yield the value hello, and then we can print by using next here, and the output will be hello. Now I'm going to show you what we can do with using send. We define a function and then we are using yield, and then we can print the function by using next gen. So next starts the generator and runs into the first yield. So we can yield two values here by using send. So first we print next gen. This will start the generator and output will be what's your name, and then this yield outputs a value but also waits for the input, and then send Alice, resume the generator and inject the value Alice where yield was paused, and then it will give the output as nice to meet you Alice. So you must prime the generator with next before using the send. Why? Because you cannot send a value into a generator before it hits its first yield. So by using send and yield together you can send data into a generator. So then send turns your generator into a two-way street. Hopefully you understand the coroutine priming with yield and send together. If you like this video, press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Hello guys, do you know what is set in Python? A set is an unordered collection of items. It is unindexed, mutable, which means that it can be changed after creation, and no duplicate elements are allowed in a set. So let's create a set. So we create a set 1, 2, 3, 4 or any number you want, and then we can print by using my set. It will give the output as like here given a set, and it cannot contain duplicate items. If we put 1, 2 here more, and then when we again print my set, it will still print this output because duplicate items are not allowed in a set. And now I will tell you how to create a set. So you can use curly bracket to create the set, and then you can use the set constructor. You can use small bracket and square bracket together to create a set. Creating an empty set is important. So you can create an empty set by putting set into two small brackets. This will be correct, but you cannot use two curly brackets to create an empty set. This is an empty dictionary. So if you want to create an empty set, you just write set and put two small brackets. This will create an empty set. Hopefully you understand what is a set and some basic information about sets. If you like this video, press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Hello guys, in today's video I will show you how to add and remove elements in a set. So let's assign a set 1 and 2 which have elements 1 and 2. So we can add numbers into our set by using dot add into 3. This will add number 3 in this set. If we run this program, it added number 3 in this set. Then we have update. By using update we can add multiple items. By using add we can just add a single number for item, but using update we can add multiple elements in our set. So here it added 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 to our set, and then we can use remove to remove number from our set. So if the number doesn't exist, it will raise an error. So for example, we want to remove number 2 from our set, we can use remove to do this. So here it removed number 2, and then it printed 1, 3, 4 and 5. And then we have discard. We can discard a number. This will not raise error if the number is not found. So for example, we discard 10. If the 10 is not found, it will do nothing. It will just print the set. So here it printed the set 1, 3, 4 and 5. Then we have hop. It removes and returns a random element. So here it's removed item and it return 3, 4 and 5. And then we have clear. It will remove everything from the set, as in here we have no empty set. Hopefully you understand how to add and remove items or element into a set. If you like this video, press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Hello guys, do you want to become hero from zero in Python? Let's learn about operations of sets in Python. So to understand operation of sets, first we need to define two sets. So I define a set A is 1, 2, 3, 4 and set B is 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the first operation is union. Union is elements in either set A or set B. So it will make a union with all the elements together. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5 and 6. It will not repeat the elements again and again, but it will make a set of elements in A and B, and it will write the elements that appear 2 times. It will write them 1 time. And then we have intersection. This will print the element common to both sets. So in this set we have 3 and 4 common to both sets, and this will print 3 and 4. And then we have difference. It will print the element in set A but not in set B. So we have 1 and 2 in set A, but they are not present in set B. And then we have symmetry difference, elements in either set A or set B, but not both. It will print the elements that doesn't match from set A to the set B. So let's run this code and see the results. So here it printed the union of set A and set B, and then it printed the intersection, the common elements, and then it printed the difference, which is 1 and 2, and then it printed symmetric difference 1, 2, and 5 and 6. Hopefully you liked this video. Press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Hello guys, do you want to become hero from zero in Python? Let's learn about dictionary methods today. So I will show you top 3 dictionary methods today. So let's first create a dictionary, and we create dictionary by putting curly brackets, and then first method is get. By using this method, we can safely access the key. For example, we can use .get to get person name, which will be Alice, and then we can use .get to city, as city is not present in this one. So by putting comma and a, it will not raise an error. But if we don't put an a, it will raise an error. Let's run this code and see the result. Let's run this code and see the result. So here it printed person name, and then it printed na here, and it didn't raise an error. But if we don't put na here, it will raise an error. And then other method is to get keys, values, and items. So we can use .keys to get the key values, which will be name and age, and then we can get we can use .value to get values, which will be Alice and 25. And then we can use .item to get the item in the dictionary, which will be name Alice and age 25. Let's run this code and see the results. So here we got keys, which is name and age. Then we got values, which is 25 and Alice. And we got item, which is name Alice and age 25. And then we got update method. We can add new key value pairs or update existing one. So we can use .update to add a new value or update the previous value in our dictionary. So here we are using .update, and we are updating age to 26 from 25, and then we are adding a new value pair, which is New York. So then when we run this code, it will print the new dictionary, name Alice, age 26, and city New York. Hopefully you understand dictionary most important methods. If you like this video, press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Hello guys, do you want to become hero from zero in Python? Let's learn about dictionary methods today. So I will show you most used 3 methods today. To understand method of dictionary, we define a dictionary as we put the key value pair name Alice and age 25. So first one is pop method. So it will remove a key and return its value. Remove. So I want to remove age from this dictionary. So I will use .pop into age, and it will remove the age and return the value. It will be 25. So I will use pop method .pop to remove the age. It will remove the age and return that value. So let's run this code and see the result. So as in here, it removed age 25 and it returned that value. Next one, we have set default. So this will get a key or a set. This will get a key or set. It will default if not present. So person.set default. So I'm setting country to unknown, and this will be default for each person. So when I print person, it will print name, and then country will be unknown. It will not print age as we have popped out the age before. So let's run this code and see what will it print. It printed name here, and then country is unknown. Then we have clear method. We can use .clear to remove all the items from dictionary. Let's run this code and see the result. So as in here, you can see an empty dictionary because it removed all the items from the dictionary. So hopefully you understand pop, set default, and clear method today. Let me know in the comment if you like this video, and press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Hello guys, do you want to become hero from zero in Python? Let's learn about string case conversion method. So let's assign a string hex, which is hello world. So I have put some lowercase letter and some uppercase letter in this string. Now first one is to convert this into lowercase. So we're using .lower to convert this text into lowercase. So this will convert all the characters to lowercase, and output will be this. Let's run this code and see the result. So here you can see it converted all the letters into small case. And then we have .upper, which will convert all the characters to uppercase, and output will be this. As you can see here, it converted all the letters to uppercase. And then we have capitalize. It will capitalize the first character and make the rest lowercase. So by using capitalize, only the first character is uppercase and all the other are lowercase. Let's run this code and see the result. So here you can see H from hello is uppercase and all the other are lowercase. And then we have title case .title, which will capitalize the first letter of each word. Each word start with uppercase. So it will give output like this: hello world. H from hello and W from word will be uppercase. Let's run this code and see the result. So here you can see it converted all the first letter of each word to uppercase. And then we have swap case. It will swap the case of each character. If the letter is lowercase, it will convert to uppercase, and if it is uppercase, it will convert into lowercase. So lowercase become uppercase and vice versa, and output will be this, as you can see here. So here we had, so this is converting this one. So here we have H, it was lowercase, and then we had E, which was uppercase, but here it is lowercase. And it did like in here word we had small, we had lowercase W, here we have uppercase, and here we had lowercase, but L is uppercase. Hopefully you understand the basic case conversion methods of string. If you like this video, press the like button and follow for more videos like this. Hello guys, do you want to become hero from zero in Python? Let's learn about about trimming white spaces using string methods. So first we have dot strip. This will remove white space from both ends. So in here I have a string which has spaces, extra spaces on both sides. So dot strip will remove spaces from the beginning and the end. So then here it will give this output. If we run this code, and you can see it removed spaces from both sides. And then we have dot is strip. Then we have dot l strip, which will remove space from only from the beginning. That's mean left. And then we have here it removed space only from the left side, but didn't remove it from the right side. And then we have dot r strip, which will remove space only from the end, which means right side. So here it removed the space from the right side, but didn't remove the space from the left side. So we have three strip methods: dot strip, dot l strip, and dot r strip. So this will remove all the spaces, and l strip will remove space only from the left, and r space will remove header space from the right side. So hopefully you understand removing space method, white space method of strings, and these are very useful when cleaning or input or preparing data for comparison or display. So hopefully you liked today's video. Hit the like button and follow for more videos like this. Hello guys, do you want to become hero on Python? Let's learn about string check method. So I have assigned 7 text here, and let's learn about check methods now. The first one is all num. This method will check if all the characters are alphanumerical. Alphanumerical means all the letters must be letters, alphabet, or numbers. They shouldn't be special characters or spaces. So I'm checking text 1. So here I have all the letters which are alphabets or numbers. So this will return true because there are no special characters or spaces in this text. So run this code, it will give this output as true. And then we have is digit. This will check if all the characters are digits. So I am checking text here. So I have all the characters are digit here. So this will return true. And then we have is alpha. This will check if all the characters are alphabetic. That means they're only alphabets. So this will return true because text 3 is all the alphabets. And then we have is lower. This will check all the letters are lowercase. So text 3, in text 3, all the letters are lowercase. So this will return true. And then we have if all the letters are uppercase. So in text 4, I have all the letters in uppercase. So this will return true. And then we have his title. This will return true if the string in the title case. So each word starts with uppercase. So in text 7, I have both words starting with capital words. So this will return true. And then we have is space. This will return if the string is return true if the string contain only white space. So in text 6, I have only spaces. So this will return true. So these methods are often used for validation, like checking user input. So hopefully you understand these basic methods of checking string. Let me know in the comment if you like this video, and follow for more videos like this.